Hey guys, good morning. Happy Friday to you. All right, got my morning cup of Joe. All right, so today you're going to do L5 percents of numbers and money amounts. Very important with this. I want you guys to realize that this is all about percentages. Key thing that can help is a calculator. Another key thing that helps is realizing how to convert a percent to a decimal. So one thing that we would have done a lot in class is if you want to go from a percent, so this P stands for percent, to a decimal, I'm going to go 2 places to the left with my decimal. So meaning if this was a percent number, like say I have 75%, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my decimal, which is here for right now, and I'm going to move it 2 places to the left. So then my decimal is now 75 hundredths. So if you can realize that, then this is going to be no problem. Because this first problem here, that you don't even have to do what I just did. You know this because you guys are very smart, all right, and you're very good workers. It says 100% of $61. Well, 100% means everything. So that's easy. Everything. It's complete. It's whole. So that's going to be 61 bucks. Okay. You'll get those. Those are very easy. All right, but then you'll get ones like this, 25% of 72. So now this is where you have to use this. So the first thing you want to do is you want to take 25. You're going to turn that into a decimal. So now if I turn that into a decimal, this is what's going to happen here. All right, let me just get my little drawing thing here. So if I have 25, I'm going to do it over here. Woo! I don't know why that drew so big. I think I'm just going to use my mouse. All right, so if I have 25%, and I'm going to turn that into a decimal, I'm going to take my decimal, move it 2 places to the left, and end up with 0.25. And then, if you remember from 5th grade, the word of, when we were doing fractions, of means to multiply. So I'm going to times that by 72. So this is where, as I said, you can get your calculator out. All right. I mean, you could do it by hand, but remember what I always tell you, what's going to happen is once you get into high school, problems like this are going to be you're going to end up doing on the calculator, and a lot of you are allowed to use a calculator during instructional time. So, okay. So let me just, my computer's being a little slow here. I'm just going to do the quick calculation on my phone for you. Now it comes up. All right, let me get the calculator out. And you can't see the calculator probably, but I can. So here we go. So we're going to do 0.25 times 72, end up with 18. So it's going to be $18. All right, now there are other ways you could do it. Like you could have realized that 25 is a quarter of 100, and a quarter means 4. So you could have taken 72 and divided it by 4. You could do it that way. I just teach this way because this is a common way that people remember. Parents know how to do it this way. So like 50%, that's an easy one to where we could just take 50%. You could go change it into a decimal like we've been doing, which is fine, which I prefer you do anyway. You know, try to stick to one method. But if you wanted to, 50 is half of 100, half meaning 2, because remember, if you were to split a sandwich between you and your friends, it would be a half, so it would be 2 pieces. And all you would do is you would just take 80 and divide it in half. So if I divide 80 in half, that's 40. Okay, so that's another way to do it. All right, but sometimes you get these weird ones like 40%. So you really can't divide it by I wouldn't be able to say, hey, I'm going to divide this by 4. Okay, because 40% is different. It's going to end up being 0.4, and you're going to have to times it by 20. Okay, there's other ways you can do it, but stick to turning this into a decimal, 0.4, and then times it by 20. Okay? All right, guys. Best of luck. Contact me if you need help. All right? All right, guys. Good luck there.